At the time of recording, I released this game in early access yesterday. I forgot to mention yesterday. I recorded so much footage through my development, only to realise it's going to take way too long to edit it. So I've decided I'm just going to run through it. I'm going to record. I love it when it does that. I'm just going to record it by me playing it. Yes. Where to start? I don't really need to go into controls. Oh, I animated this. This was on the day I released it. I was like, I should move the logo out of the way. Just go full screen here. But yeah, there's lots of stuff. In fact, there are going to be some things that are going to be changed, like destroying. I'm going to change this. I'm going to destroy. I'm going to change how you get destruct tokens, because I thought of a better way of doing it. You know. Let's go straight into thingy. Oh yes. I never changed this icon. In fact, I'm just going to do it now. I forgot to change it from a box to the actual icon. It's fine. It's version... I don't have a version number. Anyway, enough babbling on about that. Let's actually go through the whole inner workings of it. Basically, this is what I'm going to do instead. For all of them. So, 6 levels, I think is a nice, decent start. Anything can go either way. So, to start, money. Starting money is different per level. Tokens are always 3. The goal's always going to be 15. It's a decent start. You get up to 5 to 7 boxes. These spawn wherever. In fact, they spawn on the grid. So the way these work, middle, starts in the center, randomizes its position here based on its direction it needs to spawn in. So in this case, it was facing this way, looking towards this wall. Fires a ray cast at it, and then checks if it can appear there. If there's nothing in the way, and then it spawns 2 meters above, because otherwise it would be in the middle of a conveyor. It sounds like the beginning of like a conspiracy theory video or mystery, like this person disappeared on this night. They were never found ever again. A couple of other things. Everything's pretty much manually placed. These cycle through 3. It's the exact same thing I did in the hotel, where there were shelves full of stuff. The box scores, they don't change. Anyway, so that's that. That's a line renderer right here. I think I can show you here. Here it is, line renderer. Goes all over to there, stops here-ish, and then does the raycast all the way down to the floor of something that it can collide with, which is the floor conveyor. So this doesn't count. That's there mainly to show roughly where the conveyors are going to end up on. Or it's going to show roughly where the boxes are going to end up, because they slide out through the thing. Through these little pipes. Lots of lights. No models on them, I don't really need them. It's just normal lights. There's this hole in the roof. You'll never see it because the camera's facing downwards. It's emergency lights, which is just kind of... This glass bit shouldn't have a shadow. It has a shadow for some reason. I'll change that in a bit. I can actually start doing change logs as well. So, to start, this whole thing, if I click on any of the tabs, things pop up. And when I click on a conveyor, a grid appears. It tells me if I can place it on stuff or not. The reason why it's not letting me place it on here is because it's intersecting. You can see that blue box. It's perfect. The blue box is intersecting with the shutter doors, so you can't actually place them there. I will eventually have like things outside of the walls. So it'll basically like a big bounding box outside, so you can't place them like that in the walls. Or outside it, so a wall, massive collider or something like that. I don't know. I'll think of that when I get to it. So, places you place it on a grid, it just casts a ray from the screen. You can kind of just see it there. Just look at where you see that ray. So that's where it starts, and it casts a ray all the way down to the word point. And that is accurate to that ray ends up exactly where the cursor is, and then it just kind of rounds it to a certain number so that it snaps to the grid. And changing the level or changing the height is done separately. Either way, I think it's just a solid system. I got it done on day 1, which I'm surprised, because I thought it would take way longer, but no, it took a lot. It did not take long at all. Also, I need to go down. There we go. AD to rotate, QE to rotate the camera, AD to rotate the thing. That should be fine. Let's just click start. So already, click start, time starts. And all the boxes that are fragile are breaking at the bottom of the thing, because of course they are. I didn't add a slow thing. I didn't put... Let me just do that real quick. If you do something like this, it'll just kind of slide down instead. It won't break, usually. It seems fine. You can see here. There's a conveyor trigger, so conveyor movement, and you can see every new box that appears in there gets added into this list, and anything that's in that list moves at the center point of the trigger itself. So because I move it, I'll keep it at the center point. It kind of sticks the conveyors to it, which is actually really helpful. I don't have that junction yet. I will. Wait, no, I do have that junction. I have multiple junction ideas. I don't have the money. Thank you. And that's how that moves. The conveyors themselves have a conveyor physics. The boxes have no friction and a little bit of bouncy. And the conveyor physics has a little bit of friction, just a tiny amount. It's just to get them moving. How's that working? Timer. Well, at the end of a timer, it switches to a new angle on the list, on a list of angles, and that being 0 and minus 90, I think it was. It just switches between them. A couple of things. There's lots of conveyors, and probably thinking, how the heck do any of these work? Because, well, I told you how the base conveyors work. It's the exact same for the downward and the upward ones. But what about this? Well, this just increases the drag of the boxes. I can't change the speed because it won't slow them down. So changing the drag makes them slow down. And then the moment they leave, it just turns it off. Fast conveyor. It is literally, it doesn't slow down anything, it's just fast speed. Sometimes it make any of the fragile boxes that hit like this bit just break after going on it. It's kind of funny. Sorter. Just sorts anything that's there, or whatever the colour is at the top, just this, there we go. It goes off to the side. Anything else goes forward. Clicking on it would Alright, there we go. Took a second. That was weird. That was very weird. Clicking on it lets you change it. There's no highlights. I'm going to add highlights. Like the moment you hover over your highlights and stuff. Oh, that's another one. Oh, that's not bad. There we go. Fragile boxes can survive this drop. See? They can't survive 2. They can only survive that. What else? There's the right sorter. One goes left, the other goes right. That's left. That's right. I placed them in the worst spots ever. Let's go to level 2. Where the game gets a bit more difficult. Thank God, one of these spawned there. The difficulty being, there's 2 pipes. Now, you can't put the blue boxes in the red bit and the red box in the blue bit. You will get a strike. If you do not sort them, you will get strikes. And if you get 6 strikes, you fail. Pretty simple. And also, if you don't meet your daily quota or your goal, then you also fail. But yeah, that's it. Ta-da! Yay!